This is the Rellen band practice room?
Yes.
Wow. Cool. It's a bedroom? Who got kicked out?
The little one.
Hey guys, how are you all?
What's up? Good, how are you?
Hi, this is Rellen band. Yes. And hi, my name's Manny. Oh. And let me get situated here. And you guys are ready for a quick interview here, huh?
Good to go.
And this is a real bedroom, right?
This is, well,
Which
it's
has turned
the guest
into?
room. Yeah.
And has turned into the band room. Yes, so it's not the garage band, it's the bedroom band.
Yeah.
Guest room band.
Yep.
Banner. Okay. This video interview, it's not professional, but it's entertaining in the sense that to learn the history and the success story of Rellen Band. With that, my name's Manny. I'm one of the founders of YouthBands, and part of our mission is to help form bands, provide resources, provide venues, and then the last element is to help promote the band as they climb their success ladder and have fun with what they're doing. So I introduce to you guys Rellen Band, and we'll get into some questions here, and please enjoy this session.
That's one of mine and his favorite bands, actually.
Uh-huh.
And they're a hardcore band, and he listens to a lot of dubstep, just like anything with a cool beat.
Anything, yeah.
But then he also ranges to like John Mayer and stuff like that.
Okay. All right. So you've already named a couple of the bands that you're influenced by.
Yeah.
Right. At this point in time, now that you guys have been together via the School of Rock, and then you've been as Rellen since November-ish to today, 8 months now, what is now influencing some of your song picks? Where's the band going, or is it open to several different genres? Because I know when I heard you guys, you play a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and I thought that was very entertaining. So
Yeah.
what would you claim your genre, or you don't have one? And where's it going? What do you think? Where do you think it's going? The beat, the style. Sorry.
I think that we're some of our main influences, like for like our sound, I guess, would kind of be like a Paramore type style. Some of like the I guess the older Paramore, not really the new Paramore.
Like the new songs that we're starting to do.
Yeah,
That we actually haven't played yet.
and the original that we're in the process of writing kind of has a Paramore sound to it, and that's kind of what we're aiming for.
Okay.
Yeah, we are a hybrid
Yeah.
of everything.
We're our own genre.
Good. Good.
We're in the Rellen genre.
Okay. Let's go to the next question here. This one's for Shane. What is the magic, the glue that keeps you guys together as a band? What do you feel is making it work?
Well, I mean, we were actually really good friends because of School of Rock for, like I said, almost 3 years now. So I mean, the thought of starting a band, like we all, like, it was all in the back of all of our heads, but like I guess it just seemed a little weird, like just a little bit, like we played music together already. We hadn't thought about like actually doing it for money, you know what I mean? But like it just happened, and we thought it was a good idea. We started practicing here in this room, and I mean it's just reality, and it's fine. Like we're all still friends, and that's get off me. that's the best thing, is that that's the most important thing, I think.
We love each
And
other.
like we're goofy. We're goofy with each other. We're
Yeah.
not serious the whole time.
Yeah, that's part of the fun factor. I like to call it the fun factor. See? That's part of the fun factor right there.
Oh my gosh.
So that fun factor, if I would like to say, is would you attribute some of your success and the glue is like keeping it fun?
Yes.
Yeah? Right? What have you guys done for fun besides music outside of this band room, that after you go wherever, do whatever out there as a group, I'm like, that was fun. It wasn't music, but it was fun. Is there something you guys have done together besides music?
Oh my gosh, Chris. We've gone to the beach.
Yeah,
Okay.
we go to the beach. Yeah, that's
Is that important that you guys hang out?
yeah.
I mean, we
I
do
feel like-
hang out.
I feel like a lot of times when you hang out, it's like after shows.
It's after a gig.
It's after stuff that we like already have to be there for, but then
Yeah.
like we want to hang out after.
after and chill?
Because aside from the
Yeah.
band, yeah, not most of us, but some of us have jobs as well, so we have to
Okay,
work at those.
Not legal.
all right. Okay. The reason why I ask that is because you work hard in the band room and you do your music and you work it out, but then eventually to have some fun factor and go to the movies, go bowling, the beach, and so forth. Okay, real good. Well, is Steve here? Is Steve in the house? Hello, Steve. Hi, my name's Manny.
Manny Manuel, Steve
Hey,
Archer.
Manny, how are
Nice to
you?
meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Same here. We're just doing a little video interview as they're getting ready to go to the Norva, and this is for the youth
These
bands.
guys?
These guys right
Marva.
here. Yep.
Not bad.
So, as part of what we do as a youth bands organization, our fourth element is to provide promotional support.
Right.
And we know that they need to sell tickets for the upcoming event, so we want to get this video in front of everybody, and so you guys can, say, come to the event. So anyway, I'll let you do your thing, Steve,
Come to
and
the event.
we'll go from there.
Okay.
You're the band director, the lead guy?
Musical director.
Musical
I
director.
mold, I mold my mind.
Okay, I'm.
Chris, get out of my head.
Hello?
Hello?
Something's echoing. Alright.
Check.
Hello. Alright, recording in 3, 2, 1.
Come in. Hello.
Oh, look who's here! Josh!
Joshua.
Hey!
Always late.
Glad to see you.
Always late.
We've been waiting.
So how'd you sleep? Rather well.
Okay, well, I'm glad you're here.
I'm not.
Excellent. In review, we asked a couple of questions, and I'll just ask these same questions to you as well. What's your name and your age?
I'm Joshua Odom, and I'm 19 years old.
Okay. And then what instrument do you play?
I play bass in this band, but I also play electric guitar, and I dabble on drums a little bit.
And how long have you been playing your bass?
Bass? Ooh, I don't know. What'd you guys say? Like,
I don't know.
I don't, since we
We didn't
started
answer.
this band.
When's the
So
first time you touched a bass string?
Oh,
Well, one time when I was
First
It was
time I-
probably after you picked up guitar, right?
yeah,
No, yeah.
true. I had been playing guitars, plural. I've been playing guitar for about 4.5 years when I first picked up a bass, which was about 1.5 years ago. But I didn't really start playing bass until about 6 months ago.
And did you learn through instruction or by ear or friends or all of the above?
Self-taught, I would say, because I took the knowledge that I had from guitar
Okay.
incorporating it into learning bass.
Great. Okay, well, we're going to continue with these questions. I've got like 32 questions, and we're starting question 9. So we'll just go for it, okay? So we have about maybe 20 minutes to knock out these questions so that we can
1 minute
go for it.
question.
All right, so that being said, Chelsea,
Yes.
this is a very young band, as you have found out, right? And as far as how much time you've been all together. So what would you say has been success of the band since you're kind of new and you see it happening?
I think this band is successful for. It's not even on.
Okay, let's try it.
Hello.
That's the one
Hi.
where
There I am. Check. I think you had it.
Check.
Is that it?
In for the back.
Okay.
I've got it.
Okay, success.
All right. Well, I think the two things that make this band successful is their love for music and their hard work. And I think when you work at something, it doesn't seem like work anymore. And I feel like since we all love this music and they all love each other, they work really hard and they work really well together. So it just, yeah.
Good.
What is up with you and
All right,
man?
for Shane.
He actually was here.
Okay, Shane, what's been the hardest challenge keeping the band together? What would you say that is? And when you guys talk, you're also addressing the other youth bands in the organization and also other other
What's up, guys?
musicians who want to form a band. So, that being said, what's been the hardest challenge in keeping the band together?
Probably dealing with Chris.
You're so funny.
No, that wasn't the real answer anyway. For me, because 3 of these guys live here in Chesapeake, and I live about a half hour away. That's probably the toughest thing for me personally, because I mean, if you guys lived like 10 minutes away or less, then I mean, we'd probably be hanging out almost every day. But
So distance? Distance?
for me, it's distance. Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else want to elaborate on what you feel is it is a challenge trying to keep the band moving forward?
I know that for me, I'm the youngest here, and I'm a sophomore in high school, and everybody else is in college. Well, Chelsea, you're a senior this year.
Yeah.
So basically, everybody's going to be in college and stuff. And so, if they didn't, if the 3 of these people didn't go to a college nearby, then it would kind of be hard if they were in college at like Oregon or something. So, I don't know.
Well said, Chris. Well said.
The Oregon Ducks. I don't know. I was thinking of Ducks and
There's exactly 0 colleges in Oregon.
there's one.
University of Oregon.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but
And
that
so
doesn't
like,
count.
so like if Josh here decided he wanted to go, okay, Virginia Tech. It's still in Virginia, but it's like 5.5 hours away or something. And that would generally be a struggle to
So just distance.
distance, yeah, but extreme distance.
All right. How about this question for you, Brittany? When picking music, has that been somewhat of a challenge of what
Yes.
songs? Because see, a
Yes.
lot of bands go through the same dilemma.
That's definitely been really difficult because, I mean, I think generally all of us listen to pretty much everything, but we all have our favorite genres. Like, for instance, he likes to scream and stuff. But, I mean,
Rush, the genre rush.
all of us, but the thing is, being together, we've grown to like the same music that we all like. Like, I listen to Etta James, but I also listen to the Screamo and
Country.
alternative, and
So
I
that
listen
is
to
hard.
country. I like country.
I listen to country too.
I can listen to country all day.
Country is amazing.
So, and then of course she's classical. So it's definitely different for her.
So you're going through a transformation, huh, Chelsea?
Definitely. I mean, before getting here, I didn't know any rock music, so
But I think it's cool.
Interesting.
Right. And that's what I wanted to hear, because the other bands are facing the same challenges. Yes, okay.
I think it's respecting each other's decisions. Like,
Yeah.
Which
And don't be
people like me is
stubborn.
hard to do.
You gotta,
and be realistic.
you gotta also find some common ground, and make some compromises. Like,
Like, don't be stubborn.
yeah,
Okay, let's move on.
The only one that is ever stubborn just said that.
Okay, Josh. This question's for Josh. How many gigs as a Rellen band? All right. How many gigs have you guys played at? What would be the count? More or less.
we've probably played about a dozen or so.
And what was your first gig? When was your first gig under the Rellen band name?
February at Locals, which is a bar in North. Where is it?
It's Virginia Beach.
Virginia Beach. Okay.
So I think it's by General Booth.
And that's February this year,
February
2013.
2013.
Okay, so
And that was our
February,
first show as Rellen.
March, April, May, June, July, August. So 6 months. You guys have been rocking for 6 months now. All right, very good. Okay, next question, number 12. On a scale from 1 to 5, 1 being extremely nervous and 5 being having lots of fun, how do you rate your band performing in front of the audiences? We'll start with Brittany. What would 1 to 5? You're
Four.
you vote for 4? For 4? Okay, so you're 4. 1 to 5. Nervous versus having fun.
Respectively.
Yeah,
Okay.
for you.
Yeah. 5.
You're at a 5 right now.
Yeah, I'll get a
Oh, ourselves or as a band?
Yeah. All
If
right.
it was myself, then I would say 5.
Okay, for self,
Oh, I would say 5.
you're at a 5 right now.
Yeah.
You're having extreme fun.
Yeah, I don't.
You're there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a 5.
5. Very rarely I'll get like right before we go on stage. I'll get a little bit of butterflies.
Microphone.
Right before I go on stage, I'll get a little bit of butterflies. And but afterwards, it's all 5s.
Okay, cool.
It's all good.
Chris,
Um,
personally, 1 to
on
5.
a scale of 1 to 5, personally, I go
Where
with
are
about
you?
a 7. Like, yeah, it's a lot of fun. I get to hit stuff. It's a 7. I get to hit things.
Okay, so he's at a
and
5
not go to
plus.
jail.
All right, Shane,
Not a 7.
where are you?
I haven't been nervous since the first time I
Oh,
performed
really?
at School of Rock. So, but I can't give it a 5 either, because I never, like, I'm like, I'm not happy ever, you know what I mean? Like, I can't.
He's smiling.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think probably for me it'd be a 4, but
You're
not,
at a 4. You're not at a 5 just
not
yet.
because of nerves, just because I'm just,
Shame.
yeah,
Okay,
right.
Chelsea.
But we
Uh,
I
I think I'm a 5, but I feel
You're at a
like
5.
there's still, everybody gets nervous though, but it's just like the good nervous. So like there's more fun than nerves. So I mean, I would say a total 5.
So you're at a 5 right
I'm
now.
at a 5. Yeah.
Okay.
So you average out at about 5.2.
All right. Now, next question for each of you. How do you know when you're in the zone? In other words, when you're performing and you are there, you're hitting the notes, you're in the pocket, you're in the range, you just let it happen. What's that feeling that you have? Or what do you do physically, either a visual or a gesture, that you say, man, I'm in there. What's it for each of you? How do you know you're in the zone? You're
I will
tearing it
jump
up.
or I'll make the weirdest faces.
Yes.
Like just
Yes.
the most random, like.
Can you give us one? There it is. Was that it?
Yeah, that was.
That was one of them?
Wait,
That's one of.
Wait, go ahead and do it again.
No, I can't.
I can.
It's a one-time thing.
I can
Yeah.
deny it or approve it because most of the time you turn around right to me and you're just like, I'm just like,
Or I'll have to make faces at certain people to make them smile.
oh, and you move your
At
arms.
the audience or your team, your
My-
bandmates?
So you do
My
that-
bandmates.
You do that
Okay.
thing where you like dance around.
Yeah, you do this.
Now, when
this
you say
thing.
you jump, like vertically, forward,
I jump off the stage. No, I jump up and down with the
down.
beat.
No, she
with
crowd
the
surfs.
beat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that'd be
Can
sweet.
we crowd surf?
Chelsea,
If we had a big
when
enough
you're in the
crowd.
zone, you know it's happening. You're in there.
I just think I'm always in the zone. So I mean, you come to play, you come to win, right? So I mean, when I'm in the zone, I play my music.
Do you do anything? Is there a gesture? Do you close your eyes? Do you do you
I just
torture
kind of
body
let
in
it
such a
loose.
way?
I don't really know. I think it's just whatever happens in the moment happens. I'm
Right.
always in the zone.
Because you see some of those guitar guys, they're like, oh,
Yeah, they're like all
Oh
like.
yeah.
they're closing their eyes, they're bending, you can't even see them, but you know they're in their zone. All right, Shane,
For me,
what's it like?
I'm just in like a total state of relaxation. Like when that's when I play the best. Is when I'm just like.
So you're always in the zone.
No. No. I'm not like even when I look relaxed. Sometimes I'm not 100%. In fact, I'm usually not. Like the last gig at Big Woody's, I was completely relaxed for first time in a while.
Okay.
And yeah, that's like you just know sometimes when like songs you've been doing forever are the best they've been in a while. Like you just know you just chill.
Chris?
When I'm in the zone,
Oh God.
I kind of make some faces too.
It goes.
Yeah, I kind of like shake my head and smile and I yell a lot. I yell.
Yeah.
I yell.
That happens.
Do you yell?
While I'm playing, I'll do, like whenever Shane, he always kills a little wing solo, and I usually yell in the middle of that because it's mid. He puts me in the zone.
Does it, when you yell, does it sound like it's part of the song?
That's supposed to be
No,
No?
Recover here.
Can you demonstrate a quick, when you're in the zone, yell? Just
It's just
pretend. What
One,
is it you
two,
do?
and one of them I'll just like, say, yeah! And one of them I'll just be like,
And it goes with the drum beat as you're doing
and
it?
I'll just be like, and sometimes I can tell when Shane, he'll hear it, sometimes he'll just like start laughing. It's just, yeah, I go crazy. Than normal.
How about you, Josh? What's it like for you when you know you're...
Oh my God.
To get in the zone.
All right. Now here.
Maybe we should switch mics.
There we go.
Switch mics.
Zone.
Yeah.
Should we do this face?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Just that face.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's your, I'm in the zone, I'm having fun.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll like
Sometimes it'll be like,
bob up
do
and
this
down.
face.
Don't do this.
No. It's
Okay.
this one.
Or you'll
How about
like,
this?
walk back and forth.
Different question,
Yeah.
kinda. When you know your solo's coming up and it's a real critical part of the song, and you're so, and you go, oh man,
Yeah. You go for this, man. You're the solo.
I gotta get it right. I gotta get this right. Anybody been there? Like, it's kind of hard.
Not a solo, a certain run for me.
That's a solo.
Yeah?
for you.
A solo?
Certain
a run.
couple runs.
It's kind of tricky,
Yeah.
kind of difficult, but
and
you gotta
it's
hit
a
it.
hit or miss. You can't do like, oh, okay, it's either you do really good or you do really bad.
And you know when it's coming out. It's like, oh.
Oh yeah.
Anybody else want to share those moments? Like,
I mean, if I had a
He's
solo,
never had a solo.
if I had a solo, I think that would make me get in the zone more. And you'd probably see me yelling in the middle of the solo, but this is my shout out for a solo. You should contact my band members to get a solo. And Shane, you can take it from here.
You're not getting us
I don't really think about it when, like, I don't think about it at all because I usually, I don't know, I feel like I improvise a lot, but I probably don't as much as I think because we've played certain songs so many times, so that it gets to the point where some things are repeated and some things are, I just go for it.
so it just comes naturally now?
Yeah, and I try not to think about it because I can't plan it really.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Very good. Brittany, what are the titles of any of your original songs, and who wrote the song? Or the lyrics, or the melody?
One that we currently do is called Razor.
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 Spelled
And-
as it is?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And then that was written by Alex Cantrell, who actually lives in LA. I did that forever ago, and we decided to kind of redo it because it was originally an R&B song,
Okay.
so we made it into a rock song. And then we are currently working on an original called Perfect Mistake, and that's written by Rellen.
What inspired Perfect
Perfect Mistake.
Mistake? What inspired that song?
Well, we were.
Chris is our perfect mistake.
Well,
We can leave it.
All right. Well,
Yeah, just-
well. I mean, I can start it out. It's kind of how we got the name for the song, I guess. Is that we have been looking. Shane has a whole book of lyrics with titles and all this stuff, and Brittany had liked one, and I don't remember what it was called, but it was something like I don't even remember. And she was like, she looked at me and she was like, well, what was the name of that song? And I was like, Perfect Mistake or something like that, and that wasn't right. But then Perfect Mistake just kind of sounded like clicked, I guess, and it made sense, and then that's how we got the name, and then they did the lyrics too.
Now, are you guys going to play that song on August 23rd at the Norva?
We might.
Okay.
it's possible.
We're recording it on the 6th.
There's not a set keyboard part yet, but we could. I kind of have ideas. I think we could add one.
Okay.
And we might do it. Yeah.
All right, so Perfect Mistake was written as a group. You all pitched in for the lyrics and the
Yeah.
melodies.
I think we were just brainstorming. Like we took louder actually,
Mhm.
and I guess I took one of the riffs that I wrote a long time ago, and I just like shared it, and they were always like, "Yeah, that sounds good."
Sounds
like, and
amazing.
we just based it around that,
Okay.
and me and Ron just went back and forth.
And then I made the drums.
So it's a collaboration,
Yeah.
working together,
Yeah.
a cooperative song. Okay, so the next question is kind of not so related per se. Okay, Shane, who in the band has written a song besides the group written song? Perfect Mistake. It's kind of a group collaborative song. Has anybody written some songs here and brought it to the group for performing?
I mean, I don't even know if I should be specific because I've written so many songs. I still write like all the time, and
Are you guys playing any of the songs Shane has written as of yet?
no, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
I hope we play some of them.
Actually, I have one.
And Shane, where do you get some of your inspiration to write some of your songs? Is it through a personal experience, everyday life? What's been some of your motivation in writing the songs and its lyrics?
I mean, just on a broader spectrum, just frustration. I just like anything that frustrates me. I just turn it into passion.
That would be me.
Okay.
All his songs be about Chris.
No,
Okay.
I have written exactly 0 songs about it.
Now, is it Perfect Mistake, that song? Are you guys going to record it? Is it,
Yes.
We're recording on the 6th.
you are recording that song?
Yep.
Have you guys been in a studio as a band before? Or is this
Not
first
as
time?
not as a band.
Okay. Has anybody been in a band or a recording session, recording setting, and actually gone through the whole beginning to end recording process? Anybody?
I have sat through a little bit of it,
Okay.
but she's actually done it.
Brittany, you sat through a recording. How difficult is that? What do you want to tell your bandmates?
I'm gonna be honest, I love it. It's so much fun. Because basically, I mean, especially if they put it on a loop, and then you can just, well, for me, singing, I just do whatever runs that I want, and then you just listen to all of them and pick your favorite one.
Okay.
So, I perfect your voice,
Yeah.
which helps a lot.
Now, how many hours
But
did you spend in
it takes a long time. It takes a
Tell your
long-
bandmates that.
Well, especially just for vocals, it probably takes, well, no, you guys are
Get a drum
instruments.
machine.
It takes like a long time.
So let me prepare you guys. When you're in the session and they break you out in different rooms
Bring
or
lots
whatever,
of food.
food and get plenty of rest because you will be in there not 1
Right.
hour, not
One
2
take-
hours,
one
not
take for the drums.
sometimes 4 hours just to hit one song to get it right. So it is a process. Okay, back. Take 5. All right, let's press. Chris, what major goals has the band set out to achieve this calendar year?
All right.
What do you know?
So we had a few goals, and one of them was to play at the Norva, and we're actually going to do that at least twice in this year, at
3
least.
times, isn't it? Don't we have another one?
I don't know.
Do we?
Well, we have
assume we do.
we have 2 of them by August, so that still gives us what 4 months left in the year, and we only had a goal to play there at least once, so we got that and surpassed it. And then another goal was to play an original song, and we do that. And another goal was to write our own original song, and we're doing that. And have like some sort of recording, and we're doing that. And And that's
I'm moving mountains.
So you've accomplished a lot in a very short amount of time.
Yeah.
You should be proud of yourselves. Give yourselves a hand.
I mean, one goal I have was to make them accept the drum solo, but that one still hasn't happened. But it will.
Okay. All right, next question.
All the best.
For each of you, how important has it been for your parents to be involved in your activity? Chelsea? If you want to elaborate.
It's been really, it's been imperative that my parents have been involved, especially transportation, getting around. I couldn't do it without them, and without their support, I probably wouldn't be in it, because if I don't think that they're happy with it, or if I don't think that they're on board with it, I don't really see a need to do it.
Okay?
My mom's always been supportive. Sometimes, I don't want to say over supportive, but she's always been driving the train. Yeah, she's always, any gig that I've gotten, any event that I've ever done in my life, she's gone online, researched everything, paid for everything, took me to recording sessions when I was 10. She is always trying to get me out there, but she's been a really good support. What are y'all doing?
What are you doing? Wait
We
for
don't
you
have
to
a lot
stop.
of
I love my mom. She's good.
Wait for you
I
to
hope she
shut
didn't
up.
hear that.
I love your mom too.
Parents?
That's an interesting question. Me personally, my parents have been pretty much 100% supportive, and it's helped a lot because they've pretty much helped me buy a lot of the equipment that I have now that I need. That being said, there's a lot of famous artists that got where they are because they had pretty much no support from their parents and only had support from a few people. So I feel like it could be everything to have your parents' support, and it also could be everything to not. It just, I don't know, for us it's working that we do. And that's a thing I'm grateful for. So yeah.
Okay.
my parents. Alrighty. So they've paid for drum lessons for 11 years. And
Your mom is a saint. You better say that. Your mom is a saint.
and 11 years and 3.5 months.
Oh my gosh.
Shout out to Steve Archer. He's dealt with me for 11 years and 3.5 months. So they've let me do that. They've gone when my drumming probably sounded terrible and let me play in the house still, even though it sounded terrible. My neighbors have same thing because they say they hear me, which apparently they like. So okay. They've had to drive me everywhere because I only have a permit. Hey Josh, I can still drive, so.
Let's not get into that.
Yeah, don't get into that.
And yeah, so they're supportive and and yeah.
Okay.
I love my parents. She made me say that.
She made this.
Man, I wouldn't be here without my parents' support. Their support is very.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. I told myself I wouldn't cry. No, I'm just kidding. My parents actually are in their own band, so it was really easy for me to. As soon as I wanted to start playing music myself, all I had to do was teach myself. That's all I had to do, and they have a ton of equipment. They've been playing for like 20 some years, so they have an extensive array of equipment. Yeah, a plethora of equipment.
Love that word.
So it's without them I would be nothing. Yeah, it's
They complete him.
yeah.
All right, very good. Very important there. Okay, for Josh, what has been the most the major accomplishment the band has achieved this year?
Oh, the Norvo. I would definitely say that. I've always personally wanted to play the Norvo. I've been going to shows since I was like 15, and my first show was at the Norva. So I always wanted to play there, and I know that was one of our big goals.
Were you guys nervous?
Nope.
As you took the stage at the Norva for the first time, you were ready?
We were so excited.
I was so hyped.
We've seen some of our favorite bands there, so.
Exactly.
Passion Pit. Oh, did we go to that concert?
I
Okay.
heard of it.
Great. So the Norva performance was your best achievement this year.
Yes.
You hang your hat on it.
Yeah.
Check. Okay, Chris.
No.
Chris, what's been the largest audience you've been able to perform for? Give us a rough estimate of how many people were in the audience. Your largest audience.
Yeah,
Or the
yeah.
zoo.
No, this is just
Oh,
us.
Aspen.
Yeah. Excuse you. Girl boo. So I'd say about 450, 500 people. Pretty
Awesome.
good crowd.
That's specific.
Maybe
About 467-ish, 468.
Okay. All right. Question for each of you.
Babies count.
For each of you, how does it feel when the crowd cheers for you, like after a song or a solo? How does it feel personally? Chelsea?
I feel appreciated.
Good word.
Somebody recognized that there's a keyboard player. Somebody heard the keyboard player. If somebody cheers, that's kind of amazing because usually nobody hears the keyboard player.
What? I like the keyboard player.
How does it feel?
Feels
Cheer.
awesome. Makes me want to keep singing. Keep
Aw.
rocking.
You better do that.
Okay.
When
When the crowd's cheering for you.
When the crowd's cheering for me, I don't know. Crowd's never cheered for me before.
Well, for the band in general.
It makes me feel appreciated. It makes me feel good and happy.
Oh my word.
Good.
What?
Okay.
Come up with an original thought.
It makes me feel amazed at what I am doing.
Makes you feel like you can.
It makes me feel accepted
So he feels he can
in society.
Jeez Louise.
Makes me feel accepted. Because
Well-
these people don't accept me.
That is a lot.
Jeez Louise.
For me, I've never liked to be the center of attention, so I feel like
You never were.
when Brittany will introduce us, you know, like after we've done almost all of our songs, and
Was that supposed to be?
Shots fired.
what? No,
It's
that
okay.
didn't mean anything.
I know, we were just kidding.
Continue.
Anyway, I try to actually ignore it because I don't know. I feel like some of those people don't even mean it, and I also don't want to get a big head from the people that do. Like I try as hard as I can to humble myself all the time, so I don't really like it actually.
Okay. How about you, Josh?
Talking.
How's it feel when the crowd cheers?
That feels awesome. It's like it's.
Hey, that's what I said.
Come up with an original thought.
Give me a second.
Get out of here.
Get out of it.
I don't know.
I
Yeah,
have
it's
a dictionary.
it feels amazing. It's,
All right.
It's,
Good.
That's what I
the
said.
best. That's the best.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Question for Shane.
For Shane.
No, this is question 24 out of 32. Almost there, okay?
work.
We're
knocking them out.
Okay. Shane, has the band done anything on stage that's been embarrassing or funny? If so, describe the scenario, situation,
I'll
and
do it if you want. 'cause
either y'all laughed at each other because
Oh, yeah.
something happened.
I want to tell you something. There's a reason Linda gave me this question. So you're gonna hear the story. All
To your
right,
audience.
all right, audience. Okay, you ready?
Set the tone.
It was at the Norva, the biggest show of my life up until this point.
You better include me in the story.
Chris wasn't here for that.
Of course. Okay. Yeah, Chris is a part of this story. Let's take a moment to recognize Chris. Okay.
You go over there and do a drum solo?
Kidding.
Okay, well, what happened was Steve, our music director, was going to introduce us. I'm glad he did because it would have been an awkward walkout if he didn't, right? But the entrance is at stage right. I have to walk all the way across the stage left. And I thought he was going to take his time a little more. So I didn't even have my guitar all over my shoulders by the time he's like, Rellen. I was like, oh, okay. I just threw it on. and started playing chords. Now normally, I keep my guitar plugged in when I put it in the case or on my stands or what have you. So I just didn't think about it. I just started playing chords. You know, I couldn't hear myself yet, so it was like, okay, maybe I guess the sound guy just didn't turn me up yet. You know, so. And then Brittany starts, in the church with the town, over the sea, and the people going on. I don't know how the words go, but she starts singing, and then go, pow! And Chris starts hitting the kick drum. I didn't hear myself then either. I was like, okay, what's going on?
And you looked at me.
At that point, my mom is probably going frantic. She's like, my son's at the Norva. I can't hear him, right? So
Stop the camera.
we're about a minute and a half into the song, and I mean, I still can't hear myself. You know, I've checked with both sound guys, and you know, nothing has changed. So I'm just looking around, just like, all right, I don't know what's going on. Like I'm looking at everyone, and Chris looks at my my guitar. And he's like, Shane! I'm like, yeah.
And I was like, well, your cable.
Yeah, I just, it wasn't plugged in the whole time. Yeah, it was on my amp still. Yep. Yeah, it looked like that.
That's really crazy.
Shane, plug in.
That was missing.
It was sitting in his guitar case.
Yeah.
Here, you're honored.
I'm never
That's
gonna
what
live
happened?
this down.
It wasn't plugged
Do you
in
understand? They're gonna
To the-
talk about this
to
at
the
my
guitar.
funeral.
to the guitar.
Yeah.
So you didn't have a chord on your guitar at all.
Okay.
Huh?
You didn't have your chord in your guitar at all.
No, yeah, it was 110% that I didn't plug it in. I mean, they're state-of-the-art sound system and employees at the Norva. Of course it wasn't their fault.
So were you turning up the volume like all the way?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm everything's good.
That was,
I just didn't look down far enough to see that I wasn't plugged in at all.
Yeah, that could be pretty.
And I just busted out laughing once
And
he
then-
realized it.
Once you realize and you're in the song, you're playing, and you plugged in.
Yeah, it was actually, it couldn't have been a more
Did
perfect
it
time.
pop? Did we-
It did. It made a lot of sounds, but it was okay because at that part, I normally just make a lot of sounds anyway. Like I just, you know, just strum randomly with the wah pedal.
Okay.
So it was noticeable, but it was a good thing because it's like, oh, we have a guitar player now.
I'm sure this happens with lots of bands.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
I'm sure I'm not the first, and I know I won't be the last.
At least with the
but
drummer,
it's
you
just
don't have to worry about getting plugged in.
it just figures
Unless it's an
that
electric drum. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, next, Josh. How did you hear about the organization YouthBands? How did it come to your attention?
Linda Scripp. Yeah.
Share how it came about.
cough.
Like,
Not really too sure. She just
Education, it went by so fast.
did she introduce it to you, or
The whole thing went by fast. Like, what?
What are you talking about?
Nothing. Go ahead. Continue. My friend.
share how the name came about and the curiosity? What is this organization? From what you know.
From what I know, she just brought it up to us and brought it up to me and laid out all the benefits and what we would be getting into, and I was like, yeah, I'm down. Sounds good.
Now, neither of you had heard of YouthBands at all prior to forming the Rellen band?
No.
Wow, so it's fairly new to you all. Good. Well, I thank you, and on behalf of the staff of the YouthBands, we thank you for partnering with us and to do some gigs, and us trying to help you guys get gigs, and doing this promotional video, and giving you a thank you and a kudos, applause for you guys as you go to Norva. And we want to cheer you guys on and tell the rest of the youth bands to buy their tickets
Yeah.
so they can support
And
other youth
t-shirts.
bands. All right.
We have t-shirts.
Very good. Okay. So who here checked out the website after you heard about us? Did anybody? You checked it out, Chris?
Yeah.
So what did you think of the website? Did it like turn you on, or how'd it go for you? Were you interested? Did you like us?
Chris, come on.
I may have to edit that. So you checked out the website?
Yeah, I checked out the website and it was interesting and it.
Don't. Don't say it.
So,
I'll edit.
and it was interesting and I looked at it and yeah.
All right.
Well,
Let's press. Chris, question 27. We're almost there. Who is your favorite youth bands you like to work with? What other band in youth bands have you had an opportunity to work with? Any favorites?
Yeah, the unexpected. Well, I have two favorites, which would be the Jack DeWitt Band and the Unexpected.
Okay.
And we have had the opportunity to play with the Unexpected, and I like playing with them because it's two different styles that both complement each other well, and so it's really fun to play with them too.
Okay. Very good. Do you want to shout out to anybody? Anybody? Any band? Any shout outs to say
Maddie
hi?
Mullins, right?
Helen Quinn.
I want to shout out to all the classical composers out there that you can still incorporate classical music into rock.
How you doing, Bach?
Thank you, guys. The living members of Zeppelin.
Billy Joel,
Okay.
I love you.
I'm going to call the manager in. We'll just do a couple more questions here. We're going to wrap it up.
Can I still
Oh,
talk?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, the living members of Led Zeppelin, I like them. Geddy Lee, Alex Lifeson, and Neil
Alright.
Peart.
You can just bring us in.
Liza.
You can just
Boston. The Sleeping the Sirens.
Shout out.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to somebody.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, Chris.
All my friends and family.
Chris, you should have me friends.
What up, Jacob Sprinkle?
Chris doesn't have friends.
Shouts out to Maddie Mullins. That's all I got.
Linda.
Family, friends, all that good stuff.
So we'll have Linda, the band manager, stand next to you guys, and we'll just do a few more questions.
Do you want my
Bradley.
So it's a team effort. Oh, both
Joshua,
of you and Leona.
please. Oh, Leona too.
Yes, because she's part of your team. Significant role. Yeah.
Oh, put the puppy in.
Bradley, you got something to say?
Wants you up here too.
This is Brittany's dog, Bradley. He's adorable.
And he hates me. But
And he
that's
bites
okay.
everybody.
Well, there's a dog there. If you'll lift the dog up.
Bradley, come.
Is this your mascot? The
Yeah.
Rellen mascot?
I guess so.
Oh my God,
You have to tell her this was your idea, not mine. Do you want my seat so I can...
Might as well, since you're part of the significant team here.
Fine, being not in. She can go do it. I'm
I
good.
have to leave.
Oh, okay, fine.
Bye.
Bye, Chelsea.
Bye, Chelsea.
You want to stand next to
I'll
the team?
stand. I'll stand.
Are you standing or sitting?
All right, Josh.
I couldn't tell.
Apparently, I look almost like I'm sitting,
Okay.
standing next to Linda.
Josh, if you'll move a little bit that way, because there we go.
Okay,
All right, right there, right there. Okay. Well, this is the management team of the Rellen Band. And introduce yourself, and how long have you been manager and managers?
Linda Scripp,
Can you hold it up?
manager since...
Yes, hold the mic closer.
Linda Scripp, manager since October of 2012.
Leona Harkins, ditto.
And what roles do you have? Specifically, you do this for the band, and Leona does that for the band. Share. Because the other band managers are curious, and how does it happen?
Okay.
Who does what, basically?
I
Responsibilities.
solicit the band to get gigs and keep everybody on track with rehearsal times, paying our musical director. What else do I do?
That's about it.
That's about it.
I do the photography, the videography, the website, the t-shirts,
The drum head. The drum head.
the set lists. I'm in charge of the banner.
banner.
She can't reach it.
I guess I'm kind of the behind the scenes.
The marketing side? It sounds like you're...
Kind of more on the marketing and getting
side, advertising,
and
promotions.
any of the computer work, and I do the packages to send out to get them gigs and stuff. So yeah, kind of like the jack of all trades, I guess.
Okay. Linda, share with us how you feel being associated with the Youth Bands organization in general, and how it's helped bring your band together and affiliation
Okay.
overall,
Well,
generally speaking.
back in April when the band auditioned to be part of Youth Bands, we met a few other bands that day as well. And the whole mission for Youth Bands to support young musicians, giving them exposure and education through music, was appealing to us. So we decided to audition, and luckily they accepted us into the organization.
Well, we're honored to have you on. We're deeply impressed with what you all have done in a short amount of time, and to look forward to see what kind of work you guys are going to be doing, just as a band as you are. We're inspired, and we're excited to see what becomes of this.
Well, thank you.
Go for it, go for it, go for it. Okay, share with us, okay, you've had your moments of success and where things happen and everything flows. Can you share with us the difficulty, if any, about deconflicting schedules? Because some of them are already 18 and above, they're probably working, going to college. How do you overcome this scheduling kinds of conflict? Because other band managers, as well as me, that's a big thing. And how do you do it?
Well, I think we had a couple of bumps in the road with scheduling conflicts. No names we mentioned. And after that happened, Josh's mom was the one that actually suggested that we use the Google Calendar, which is a live web-based calendar that we all have access to. So as you have something come up, you put it on the calendar. So that way, if I get called from somebody wanting Rellen to do a gig, I pull up the calendar, and if nobody has anything marked in there, it's fair game for me to say, yes, we'll take the gig.
Okay, great. So the calendar is a key to your bookings.
It's very key.
All right, very good. What do you like about being affiliated with Youth Bands in the sense that you're one of many bands who are accomplishing a mission for your band? What would you like to share that makes it neat to be part of the activity in Youth Bands?
I think probably because it's young musicians, very talented young musicians. And a lot of what we run into sometimes is people will hear that they're young, and I think sometimes they assume that they're not good because they're young. But once they hear the bands, and I think a lot of the other youth bands have probably run into that same issue, once they start singing and playing, the crowd tends to be very impressed with what they hear.
Good, good. Okay. How many other bookings do you have for this calendar year for 2013? What's coming up? What's on your schedule?
Let's see, we have Hampton Bay Days at the end of August. We have the Neptune Festival in September. The Lido Inn in October.
You'll be at the Norva.
Okay.
And there's tickets for sale.
There are tickets for
How
sale.
can people, your fans, get some tickets from you? What's the process for you?
You can contact any of the band members. You can go to the Rellen Band Facebook site and write to us. Tell us you want tickets, and we'll get in contact with you and let you know how you can do that.
Okay. Very good. All right. Last question. What would you like to, and this is for everybody, what would you like to tell your fans?
I love you so much.
Buy a t-shirt.
Well, for the listeners that we do have, and I prefer to say listeners because fan stems from fanatic, and it seems a little bit degrading. That's a direct quote from Brandon Boyd, one of my idols, by the way. Yeah, frontman of Incubus. Yes. Just stay updated by liking us on Facebook. Just follow us and check out our website regularly because we're doing stuff all the time now. So stuff is gonna happen.
Very good.
That you're gonna like.
Just thanks to everybody for coming to all the gigs. It's really cool to see everybody keep coming to all of our different gigs and just seeing familiar faces. So it's just nice to have the support.
Very good. So for the managers, what brings you joy and pleasure to see what's happening with your kids. Share from your heart. Why do you do what you do?
It's a microphone.
Express
I think
yourself.
it's great for us to see the kids, their dreams coming true, and you know, we just love watching them and listening to them. You know, it's we want to see them go far. They want to go far, and we want to see that happen. So anything we can do to help them move forward, we're there for them. They know that. I think they all know. So
Linda, express what joy do you have that makes it all worth it? Because as a managers, it takes a lot out of us as well. But
I think
share.
seeing how dedicated they are for the ages that they're at. They're dedicated to rehearse once a week at the same time every week. They're dedicated to make their school schedules work around the rehearsal time. And then when you see them perform, just to see the chemistry and how free they are and how much fun they're having while they're doing it, it's very fulfilling.
Very good. I think all the band managers need to hear that. You know, generally speaking, to hear what you're experiencing, because we're experiencing the same joys. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you and conclude this exclusive YouthBands video interview as this band gets ready to perform at the Norva on Friday, August 23rd. Friday, August 23rd. Get your tickets from Rellen. Check them out on the web. Check them out on Facebook. Contact the managers. And we will see you at the Norva. Get your tickets while they last. So at that, give yourselves a hand. Thank you for the interview. Appreciate it.
Give myself a hand.